Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, I got another Wurkkos TS10 in. And normally, I didn't do an unboxing or anything like that from it, but it's a version 2, just like this one. The SG is also a version 2, and so is this green one here. Alright? Now, the only difference I've noticed on this one, it's something unusual, and it's not happening on the other version 2s, is when I do a battery check. Well, that's 3 from off. Oh, I gotta wash my hands here. We've got a hand model violation. There's a little bit better. All right, so when we do a voltage check from off, it's 3 quick ones. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See that? 1, 2, 3, 3 point. It's giving 3-digit voltage numbers. I checked it on the temperature. It's not doing on the temperature. I checked these other version 2s, just to make sure. It's definitely a version 2. It was made in 2024. If you look up here on the flash pad, it says TS10 V2 A Baker 1 2023-09-27. So it looks like that board was built in 2023. Well, look at this guy down here. (2024-09-30). These up here are little flash pads if you had the thing. That's if your firmware goes out of date or they get an update for it and you had a flash pad, you could connect it up to like a little laptop and a little probe and download the program, update the firmware. Usually by then I buy another flashlight. Because there's nothing wrong with them. It's just usually they add another feature to it. Let's see what this copper guy was. He's fairly old one here. One of the old ones. TS10 A1 2022-06-09. This is a version 1. So, the main difference is on the version 2s when you turn it off, after you use it, it gives you a light that indicates the voltage level. So that is a visual indicator. It's not quite as precise as, running a voltage stuff. I think it gets kind of confusing when you have to go through almost a Morse code sequence to get that. Maybe, like I said, maybe this one's a fluke. But I did do a factory reset on it. And the reason why you might want to do a factory reset is in case you got into something that you didn't like, like you were programming the temperature or something and you couldn't figure out how to get it out of it. So a factory reset is, I think it's 13 clicks and hold, or you can do this. You just disconnect it. You hold the button down right here. Let me turn this light off so that we watch all this wildness that goes on. You hold this button down while you're screwing it on, and it's kind of hard to do. You don't want to cross thread this. All right, we got it started. And then you leave that on until it goes to full power. It's going to go, it usually goes wild. I think we did a factory reset. If we did, it should put this thing back, yeah. It should put it back into simple mode. So to find out, we do 3 click, 1, 2, 3. 1.386. And see, it didn't repeat it. So you're now in simple mode, and you got these little auxiliary lights. You can still change the color of the auxiliaries and all that while in simple mode with the 7 clicks or the 7 and hold. You know, you can change them from being on and off and all that. But to get from simple to advanced, it's just 10 clicks. It's called 10H, with the last one being a hold. If you get it right, you'll see a flash. So, and don't worry about the first flash you get, because you're going to get some flashes when you go through the 2, you know, which is on and all that stuff. So let's go. Let's count up 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, I did it. It gave me a little flash. Now, to verify that I'm in there, I'll just do 3 clicks. 1, 2, 3. See? It's repeating it. But like I said, it's doing it with here's another one. This is it, version 2. 4.0. Now, if it lands on a 0 on this one, I think it would only give you 2 digits. But this one, I know from doing it, it doesn't go through. And let's try this guy right here. .1. Yeah, that was a steady one instead of a flash. See, it didn't say 4.109 or anything like that. It just said 4.1, which, you know, I think that's nice if you want that feature, but I think it's not necessary, especially on such a small package and a small light. I don't think you need to go that far with how far it goes. So let's change this from like steady low to something else. Maybe steady high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It flashed. See, that's the auxiliaries. And if you set it to blue, that's pretty bright. Now, of course, it doesn't have this, you know. This one I got on disco mode. That's another thing that's available. So, you know, instead of flashing the main lights for the power and everything, it uses auxiliaries on, and dual roll too. And this is the tint that I got, 4000K. CSP 2323 are the LEDs that they're using. See, it says TS10 version 2 orange set because I got the battery. Now, let me talk about something about batteries. I wanted to get some more 14500s because that's all these use. They don't use AA batteries. Now, the Sophern SP10 Pro does use, it can use either one, alkaline or whatever, you know. And so does the TS12 that they make. But if you order, like I ordered 2 of these, they come with these little flashlights. Now, these little flashlights are nothing special, you know, nothing to write home about or anything. But do not use these batteries in there, even though they come shipped that way. They come shipped that way because there are less restrictions on shipping lithium-ion batteries in a flashlight than there are about shipping them alone. And they've figured out, just throwing a cheap flashlight in there. This one I've got a regular AA battery. As you can see, it doesn't do anything special and fancy or anything like that. It's just on and off, but it's free. This is, you know, lightweight aluminum and everything. And it's a Yaomingi 8828. You know, like I said, nothing special, but if you do get these, don't try running these, because that light will turn a nice bright blue and then it'll be gone. It'll fry it, because I think the operating voltage on this one is only 1.5 volts, and you're more than doubling it when you throw 3.7 into it. So, Jolly Peanut, you're going to get the extra one of these that I got right here. I'm going to ship you one. It won't have a battery in it, but, you know, you can put your own AA in there. Because when I do the giveaways and everything, I don't just give away just the flash. I mean, just the knife. I'll usually throw in something, a flashlight, or another knife, all kinds of stuff. But the main thing is that. So I just wanted to cover that flash, you know, the TS10, and let you know that it's a nice little orange color here. Let me get this. Let's see, I didn't do it right. Yeah, am I stuck? There we go. See, now it's on flashing. Personally, I like this guy. Mainly because of the beam pattern. This is good also for the flood, but it just reaches out further with this. I've got this one in step. But it especially if you go to like Moonlight. This is Moonlight right here. That's very usable. If you go to Moonlight on this one, that's usable, but you have to be pretty, you know, pretty close. And you can see this one. So, I mean, yeah, you can just bump it up, you know, but this one's more efficient, I think. And it still has the same form factor, you know. Right now, they only have this color and black, and I don't think either one are available right now at the Wurkkos website. I might be wrong about that, but the last time I checked, they were sold out of this. And the same thing with the TS10 Max. They were out of the blue one, but I think they had the black one back in. But anyways, yeah, they're colorful little flashlights. They're very useful. They don't weigh a whole lot. And I enjoy them. You know, I'm not going to get all the colors because there's a titanium one and there's a bronze. This is copper. They come out with another copper version too. You know, this one was supposedly a limited. I don't know if it was a limited quantity. I read somewhere they were only going to make 100 of them. And I went, what? That is crazy. Only 100? But then I went back on their website and they're listing them as in stock. And they were sold out, so I don't know. It may have been that they were limiting only 100 of them to be sold at $12.99. I think that's what was limited about it. And you couldn't buy 100. You were only limited to one at a time, which I got. It only took about 8 days from the time I ordered it for it to arrive. And it arrived the day before Christmas. I think I ordered it December 16th, or it was shipped December 16th. And it made it through all this stuff and got here in time. And like I said, they're very well made. There was a little plastic thing you had to pull off over here and get rid of that to protect the lens. It's very well packaged. It comes with, you know, the standard stuff you would expect. The O-rings and the lanyard. You know, a little manual in multiple languages. But yeah, if you ever find these, especially if they're on sale, I mean, they're good at $20 to begin with. I mean, you know, but if you can get it for half that price or less than half that price, and it's brand new, and it's, oh man. Like I said, you don't have to use Enduril if you don't like it, but the flashlight will still function. You know, it's just like you've got a turbo under your hood, and if you never use it or you never want to use it, well then fine. Don't step on the gas. Anyways, I hope everyone's having a very Merry Christmas. I was just doing this while my poor little cat boy out there is healing. and everything's going fine. I'm very happy with the way that life is going right now. Who knows what'll happen in the future, but hey, be happy with what you've got. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.